Here's what I'm going to tell you first off. Do not expect anything from anybody, okay? Don't do it. Do not expect anything from anybody. Do not rely on your friends. Do not rely on your family. Do not rely on that chick. Do not rely on anything but yourself. The worst thing anybody in the world today can do, if you're a man especially, is rely on other things besides yourself. I need this. I need that. You need you, brother. You need you and the best version of you in a bad, bad, bad way. I thank God every single day for waking me up when I was younger, showing me this is what it has to be. Because you don't see the life that is coming 100 miles an hour for you. You don't see what's coming. I need you to be this strong because you don't see what's coming. You can sit around and think, oh, I'm going to get married at this age. Oh, I'm going to have these friends and it's going to be all good and everyone's going to have my back and all. What happens when none of that happens? What happens when it's just yourself? You got nobody to rely on. You ain't got friends. You ain't got a woman. You ain't got family. And you know why you ain't got these things? Because it's not even that you don't got those things. It's just that they are weak. Your family is weak. Your so-called friends, you might have all these acquaintances, they're weak. They're not even there. Most people in the world, brothers, are not even there. When I see most people, they're not even there. They steal my energy the second they come around. Why? Because I have more strength internally. They're just taken from me. So many people in the world today lack internal strength. And it's what you need to get better at. Stop relying on people. Chosen ones. Don't be afraid to walk alone and take the lone wolf path. It don't mean it's going to end this way either. Just don't be afraid to walk it. At the age of 18, 19 for myself, I walked that path. The weaklings that was around me fell off so fast in a flick. And there was me on my path, knowing damn well in my mind, I'm doing the right things. These individuals are not. These individuals are messing up. These individuals are falling off. This bitch is going to fall off. And guess what? A couple of years later, comes running back to who? Mr. Strength. Because I'm going all out. And there's a lot of weak fuckers on earth that's going to rely on people who have strength because they lack strength. And you don't know it until you know it, so you better get your head on a swivel. You better get your head up out of your ass and stop thinking of how things should be with a blue-pilled mindset and start to see what really is in front of you. Not much. You got yourself. So what are you going to do? And what are you going to do when you self-improve and your ex comes back? What are you going to do? You going to take her back? No, that's not the right answer. You keep going. You break through again and again and again and again. And if another door comes up, you know what you're going to do? You're going to kick it down. Because you're not around. You're coming for that ass. You're coming on that ass. You're not taking no prisoners. You're not around. This is what you have to do. You need this. You absolutely need this more than you think. Your life depends on you. Your life don't depend on a happily ever after family like Shrek and Princess Fiona or some shit. Your life depends on you. You are the rock. You are the backbone. You are the warrior of your bloodline. You are the alpha omega of your bloodline. You are the chosen one of your bloodline. That's your position. So start acting like it. Start moving forward in life with a sense of urgency. Start doing everything you should be doing and stop doing all the dumb shit that you do that you know it's not right, but you feel like doing it. You feel like doing it. Cut that weak ass shit out. Because if you keep doing that, you're going to continue to wake up with L's. You got to start taking W's by making W decisions. Because if you make L decisions, you're going to keep getting L's, which means losses. Start making W decisions and you're going to get actual W's out in the world. The world needs more of us with this mindset, with this bulletproof mindset. It don't matter what anybody else is doing. Everyone's going to come running to us because the world lacks strength. So when we have it, everyone is going to come running to us. Everybody is going to rely on us because we're the backbones of society. Because if you look at everybody else, most people are severely effing up. Not taking life seriously. It's about the fun. It's about the journey. You better wake your ass up. It's more serious than you think. You need to have more of a sense of urgency on your life than you could ever think. Chosen ones cannot be afraid to walk alone. For as long as you have to do it, that's how long it has to be. You never know what's in store. But you have to keep moving in life. You have to keep getting better. You have to spend your time getting better. You will regret not doing it, but you will never regret getting better. You're only gonna regret not getting better. You're only gonna regret not doing the things you probably should have done. That's why whenever I turned 18, 19 and got these messages from the almighty man above, I listened. I didn't care if it involved people falling off out of my life because I'm going so hardcore with my own. I didn't care. I was blinded by the weak shit. And I was engraved in strength, in determination, in forward movement, willpower, strength. And I was blinded by the weak shit. But everybody else consumed in it, consumed. I started feeling off around the weak shit, which is most of society. And I had to start walking that alone path because nobody else is going to come on it with me. What else am I going to do? Be weak with everybody else? Look at my life like everybody else? End up in a terrible position like most other people? No. Couple of years of this. The ex comes back. Reject her. Watch how disappointed she is. I can't help it. I cannot help it. You think I'm going to take you back after all that? No. Absolutely not. My life must move on. I gotta keep going. So every single time something was trying to test me, I pass another test, pass another test, pass another test. Let everybody else in society get weak, fellas. Let everybody else get weak. Let these feminists ruin themselves. They're gonna come running, they're gonna come crying to you, they're gonna come begging and pleading, and you're gonna be standing there. Nope. You're not getting what you want. Not from me. Not happening. You want to ruin a society? You want to ruin a society? Go ahead. I've been a part of your shit. I'm not going to say yes to you. I'm not going to let you have your way with me when you want to have your way with me. It's not how it goes. You had to play your part and you didn't do it. You had a specific time frame and you didn't do it. I'm not fucking around. But you did. And now you pay. And now you pay that price. It's never going to be the same. What you've done, it's done. It's time to move on. You have to become a real, solid, stand-up man in today's society. Stop being like the rest. I know a lot of guys my age. I know a lot of guys even a little bit younger than myself. And the way they act and behave cringes out of me. Just to see how they don't have a backbone. They can't put their foot down. They can't say no. Because if anything comes their way, any female, any, oh yeah, they're just all with it. They can't say no. They can't stand their ground and lead their own life. They need help. They need support. They need friends. They need family. They need this. Because you're fucking weak. Because you didn't take the path of becoming an actual man. You really ain't good. You're worse than you think. But even when you're that weak, you can't even see past your own bullshit. It's because people don't want to take that path. And you have to. Or else you're literally, you have no idea. It's almost as bad as these feminists not understanding that they're ruining themselves. You have no other option as a man. Stop wanting so many things outside of yourself. Want yourself. Want to be the best version of yourself. Want to become the strongest, most complete male version of you. That's what you should want to become. You should have no problem in saying, you know what? I'm going to buff up. I'm going to walk this path. I don't care how it is. I'm going to just go all out because nothing else is working. Bro, when I was young, you guys have no idea the experiences that I've experienced. This didn't just all hit me and this mindset just because. It's the experiences I went through. It's what I've seen with my own two eyes at such a young age. Most people are into their 20s, into their mid-20s, into their late 20s, and they don't even have the experience I've experienced in my teens. That's how involved I was with the females at the time. With friends. With all the things that is a bunch of bullshit. It's literally all bullshit. And by the time I was in my early 20s, I pretty much have seen it all. I pretty much learned it all. By 18, 19, I was like awake. Like I knew what I had to do. Like how hard do you have to get hit in order to see how it has to be for yourself, in order to see the man you have to be? How hard do you have to get hit? How hard? You have no other choice. What else are you going to do? Rely on family? Rely on friends? Rely on some feminist? I think everybody should go on their own path and become the human being they're supposed to be. Everybody. If anyone's going to rely on anybody, I think women should rely a little bit more on men, because we have strength that you don't have. Am I speaking lies right now? No. It's a front. They act tough. They act strong. They can do what a man does. Fucking can't. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to everybody. No, you can't. No, you can't. So if anything, women should be more reliant on a man. Children should be more reliant on a man, on their family. When you become a man, it's all on you. We need more men, and we need more women who don't take the route of a feminist. And I get it. I get it. I get why you might take that path, but is it the right path? Like, is it really? I'm not saying don't work. I'm not saying don't have a career, but do you have to have that nasty ass attitude towards men just because? It's unnecessary. It's very unnecessary. There's no need for that. We have to get back to what works. There's a lot of men who don't even want to put in the work because they put so much pride and joy on having families, on having stuff. And if they were to have a woman, it'd be so much easier for them to be motivated to work. But if men are just so separated, this is how most men are. They're so separated, they can't even get motivated. They can't even do the work. Because it's like these feminists, these toxic girls of today's society, they just don't want to settle. They think the grass is always greener on the other side. They live their entire 20s this way up to their 30s, and it's like it's a mess. So everything about society is just, like, I don't blame it on just men, and I don't even blame it on just women. But if you had to blame one more, there's probably, you could probably blame one gender a little bit more. Probably. But because all this shit is happening, you have no choice but to be the best, strongest, most capable version of yourself as a man. There's no other option. Like, you can't rely on just trying to strike gold. Just rely on yourself. Rely on your damn self. Become as strong, as most fierce, as most successful, as just the best you can possibly be. And do not take it easy on nobody, damn it. Don't let these girls have their way with you as easy as they might try to be able to do it. You're not taking it easy on nobody, because guess what? Nobody took it easy on you, did they? Nobody did. You're not going to let these friends have their way with you and use you. You're not going to let women do this to you. You're not going to let family members do this to you. You take it very hard on yourself. You become very successful yourself. You become fierce yourself. You're not handing out freebies. You will pick and choose what you want to do. And it's not that when you have the woman in your life that you're going to take it so hard on her. You're just not going to be easy. You're just not going to let all these women have their way with you as easy as it could be. You're just not. You're going to stand firm, and you're going to pick and choose whatever you want to do. If you want to reject her, you'll reject her. You're going to do whatever you want because you earned it. And that's the kind of selection you have. This is the position you want to be in as a man. You don't want to just pick whatever comes your way and, yes, I got it. You want to build yourself into something so undeniable. So much stuff comes your way. So much stuff wants you. And you just keep living your life. You just keep living your life. You just keep living your life. You're the prize. You are. You're the one with real value. Because you have worked for it. You have created it. You suffered for it. You went through all those times. And you did what the fuck you should have done. And for the people to be closest to you, yes, they're going to be very, very lucky to have somebody like yourself. But just keep going. Just keep going. Don't be afraid to walk alone. Whatever you have to do, you're going to fucking do it. When I was 18, 19 years old, it came so naturally. It's not like, oh my God, this is what I have to do. Oh my God. It's like, I'm awake. Bitch wants to fuck around. I'm awake. Let's go. Let's go. Because I ain't losing. I'm not losing. You have to have this mentality. You're not going to lose. You're not going to sit around, oh my God, why are things this way? Why can't it just be this way? Shut up. Get your fucking ass up and get after it. Are you really doing everything that you can do? No. That's what you have to do. You're not losing. You're going to become a fierce male. You're not messing around. If there's prey, you could easily snatch that shit up because you're not looking around. Yeah. You're not looking around. You're not looking around. You're going to get after it. And you're going to become everything you're supposed to be. And you might scare people. Good. Scare them because they're not meant for you anyway. Scare some of the females away. Good. Because they're not meant for you anyway. Because if you get weak and it's like you're doing everything just to get her because you're a weak little bitch, you're not going to get her anyways. You have to stop caring about acting a certain way so I can get a female. Don't scare her off, but don't be too pursuing and do this and do that and all these little things that you think you have to do. All that and be the fuck you are. Some people's not going to like you. Some people's not going to be happy with you. Fuck them. You're going to be who you are. You're going to act true to your nature. You're not going to be a certain way. You know what? When I was younger and I'm a teenager, it's like appease to a woman. Be perfect for her. Don't be too much. Treat her right. Do this. Do that. We're going to be true to our nature. Because guess what? When us men are true to our nature, we are over the top confident. We are kind of dickheads, labeled as dickheads. We're just being ourselves. If we come off as a dickhead, I guess that's who we are. Because we ain't bending, we ain't folding, we ain't breaking. This is who we are. And we're not going to let you dim our light. We're being who we are. Oh, we're looking better than you, women. We're looking more confident than you. You little beta male bitches. Oh, we look way more jacked than you and we could just rip you from limb to limb. Yeah, all that. Yeah, we could. And guess what? We're going to keep improving on top of that and on top of that and on top of that. We're going to have muscles on top of muscles. Because we're going to be true to us. We're not acting a certain way to attract a certain thing. We're just being who we are. the world. Walk alone.